Gentlemen, let me begin with a truth that may sting, but it is one you need to hear. For decades, countless men over 60 have faithfully swallowed magnesium every night, convinced it would somehow restore their strength, their confidence, their manhood. But here is the hard reality. Magnesium is not the key to bringing back your erections. You could take it for 100 nights in a row, and you would still wake up softer, weaker, and more frustrated than before. That bottle on your nightstand is not the answer you have been searching for. I am Dr. Jonathan Prescott, a urologist with more than 30 years of experience helping men across America reclaim their vitality. I have sat with thousands of patients, men who thought their best years were behind them, only to see them come alive again when they finally understood the real science of repair. And I am here to tell you, your body is capable of renewal, but it requires something far more powerful than a pill. In fact, the true solution has been sitting in plain sight for centuries. Two humble fruits, often overlooked, hold the power to trigger your body's natural nighttime repair system. Taken at the right time before bed, they restore blood flow, boost testosterone, and bring back the firmness you thought was gone forever. Imagine waking at 70, 80, even 85, feeling steady, strong, and confident again. Before we dive deeper, let me ask you to do 3 simple things. First, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another men's health lesson designed just for you. Second, type 1 in the comments if you are ready to restore your strength, and type 0 if you think I can do better, because I read every response. And finally, give this video a like right now. Why? Because it is more than just a click when you hit like. I am sending 3 blessings your way. May you wake each morning with the kind of confidence that carries a man through his day. May your strength return in ways that surprise even you. And may you find the kind of dignity and closeness that every man deserves in his later years. Gentlemen, magnesium is not your path back. The true foundation of revival begins elsewhere, and tonight we uncover it together. Gentlemen, let us look this myth square in the eye. For years, magazines, blogs, even some doctors have told men that magnesium was the golden ticket to better health, stronger muscles, deeper sleep, and yes, even firmer erections. I cannot tell you how many men have walked into my office holding a bottle of magnesium, certain it was their lifeline. They looked at me with hope, and I wished I could tell them it was true. But hope without truth is cruel. Here's the problem: erections are not about relaxation alone. Magnesium can calm your muscles, it can ease tension, it might even help you feel less restless at night. But when it comes to manhood, calm is not enough. Erections demand powerful blood flow, surging testosterone, and the strength of smooth muscle fibers inside the penis that trap blood and keep you firm. Magnesium does not ignite testosterone. It does not rebuild those fibers. It does not fuel the deep repair your body needs while you sleep. I recall a gentleman in his early 80s, we will call him Mr. Wallace, who had been taking magnesium faithfully for years. He told me, "Doctor, I thought I was doing everything right." But his testosterone was flat, his zinc levels were nearly absent, and his vitamin D was dangerously low. No wonder he felt weak and discouraged. Once we shifted his focus away from magnesium and toward the nutrients his body was truly craving, within weeks his mornings changed. He looked me in the eye and said, "Doctor, I feel alive again. Magnesium is not harmful, but it is not the miracle you were promised either. And if you are serious about reviving your erections, you cannot afford to waste your precious nighttime repair window on something that will never deliver." Because the real solution does not come from a mineral that relaxes you. It comes from the right foods that awaken and ignite your deepest repair systems. And that is where we turn next. The forgotten secret that most men overlook every single night. Gentlemen, here is the truth most men overlook. Erections are not truly built during the day, they are repaired at night. You can eat well, exercise faithfully, and try every supplement on the shelf, but if your body is not repairing itself properly while you sleep, you will still wake up soft, frustrated, and discouraged. Between the hours of 11 at night and 3 in the morning, your body enters its most powerful phase of recovery. Blood vessels expand, hormones surge, and tissues quietly rebuild after the wear and tear of the day. This is when your manhood is supposed to restore its strength. The smooth muscle fibers in your penis, the very fibers that trap blood and hold it in place, are designed to be repaired during this window. If that repair is disrupted, no amount of daytime effort will fix what is lost. I think of a man in his late 70s, we will call him Mr. Harrison, who sat across from me discouraged. "Doctor," he said, "I eat right, I exercise, I've cut out the bad habits. Why isn't anything working?" After a few simple tests, the answer became clear. His body was never taking advantage of the natural nighttime repair window. Once we shifted his focus, supporting him properly before bed, something remarkable happened. Within weeks, his morning erections began to return. His eyes lit up as he told me, "Doctor, I finally feel like myself again." Gentlemen, your body still carries the blueprint for renewal, no matter your age. It is not too late, but you must learn how to fuel it properly at night. Because while most men waste time and money chasing magnesium, the truth is that very different support is needed. So now we turn to the real foundation, the overlooked allies that can unlock your body's natural nighttime healing. And those allies are not pills at all, but two simple fruits. Gentlemen, let us begin with the first fruit, the sunshine activator. Most men see an orange, a grapefruit, or a slice of lemon and think only of vitamin C. But the real magic is not vitamin C at all. It is how citrus supports vitamin D, the very nutrient your body relies on to switch on its nighttime repair system. Here is how it works. When you drift into deep sleep, vitamin D unlocks receptors inside your penile tissue, like a key sliding into a lock. This allows calcium and phosphorus to strengthen the smooth muscle fibers that hold blood in place. Without this process, blood escapes too quickly, leaving you weak and disappointed. Citrus fruit, taken in the evening, helps your body absorb and use vitamin D more efficiently. It is not just about avoiding deficiency. It is about giving your body the spark to rebuild what time has taken away. I remember a man in his early 70s, let us call him Mr. Coleman, who came to me with critically low vitamin D. He hadn't had a strong erection in years. We paired vitamin D3 with citrus at dinner, and within months his labs showed higher testosterone, and more importantly, his mornings came back to life. With tears in his eyes, he told me, "Doctor, I feel 20 years younger." That is the power of aligning your food with your body's deepest hours of healing. As men age, the skin's ability to make vitamin D from sunlight declines sharply, and food alone without strategy rarely provides enough. That is why this simple ritual, an orange with dinner, a grapefruit before bed, can mean the difference between another year of frustration and the return of your strength. But citrus is only the beginning. Because while vitamin D lays the foundation for repair, there is another fruit that provides the spark. The mineral every man over 60 desperately needs to reignite testosterone. And that brings us to the second fruit, the zinc igniter. Gentlemen, the second fruit is what I call the zinc igniter. At first glance, the pomegranate looks like nothing more than a red jewel filled with tiny seeds. But inside those seeds lies one of the most powerful gifts nature offers to older men: zinc. Zinc is the ignition switch for testosterone. Without it, your body cannot spark its repair system. You can have the engine, you can have the fuel, but without the key, nothing turns on. The testosterone production depends on zinc, and when levels are low, desire fades, energy slips away, and firmness disappears. I recall a retired school teacher in his late 60s, we will call him Mr. Foster. He had been following all the right steps: clean diet, regular walks, even vitamin D with citrus. Yet he still felt flat, drained, and disconnected. When we tested his blood, the truth was plain. His zinc was far too low. I advised him to add pomegranate to his evening routine, just a serving of seeds or a small glass of pure juice before bed. Within weeks, his mornings shifted. He came back to my office smiling, telling me, "Doctor, I haven't felt this alive in 20 years." Nearly 40% of older men are zinc deficient, often without knowing it. Supplements help some, but food sources are often absorbed better, and pomegranate stands among the richest. When taken at night, it gives your body zinc right when testosterone naturally peaks in deep sleep. This is why pomegranate is not just a fruit, it is a lifeline. Combine the foundation of citrus and vitamin D with the ignition of pomegranate and zinc, and you create conditions your body has been waiting for. But there is still danger. Because even with the right fuel, small mistakes at night can quietly undo all your progress. And that is exactly what we must expose next. Gentlemen, even if you fuel your body with citrus and pomegranate, there are still traps waiting at night. I have seen men come so close to success only to sabotage themselves with a single evening habit. 3 mistakes appear again and again, and each one can quietly undo the progress you are trying to make. The first mistake is B-complex vitamins at the wrong time. In the morning, they are wonderful energy, focus, mental sharpness. But at night, they do the opposite. They keep the nervous system alert, the brain restless, and they block you from sinking into the deep stages of sleep where testosterone rises and tissue repair takes place. I recall a man in his 70s, Mr. Daniels, who exercised faithfully and ate well, yet he still woke frustrated every morning. When I asked about his supplements, he smiled and said, "Doctor, I take my B-complex with dinner." Once he moved it to mornings, his sleep deepened and his erections began to return. The second mistake is vitamin C too late in the day. Do not misunderstand me, vitamin C is excellent, but at night it interferes with a subtle oxidative signal your body uses to trigger repair. I remember one gentleman who tossed and turned after evening vitamin C, his nights restless, his mornings weak. Once he shifted to mornings, both rest and strength improved. The third mistake is hidden caffeine. Most men avoid coffee at night, but forget that caffeine hides in teas, chocolate, and so-called energy blends. Caffeine raises cortisol, the stress hormone that shuts down testosterone and cuts short the very deep sleep your manhood depends on. These 3 traps, B-complex, late vitamin C, hidden caffeine, can erase weeks of effort. Avoid them and your body finally has a clear path to heal. But knowing what not to do is only half the battle. And to truly understand why this matters, we must go beyond biology and talk about something deeper. The emotional truth of what it means for a man to lose and then reclaim his strength. Gentlemen, before we move further, I want to pause and answer some of your letters and comments from the last video. Because this channel is not just about me talking, it's about us having a conversation. You ask, I listen, and together we learn. Question 1, Dr. Prescott, I already exercise and eat healthy. Do I really need these 2 fruits? Answer, yes you do. Exercise builds the body, but repair happens at night. Citrus and pomegranate are not about replacing your routine, they amplify it. Think of them as the missing tools in your repair kit. Question 2. Sounds like you're selling fruit, doctor. Should I call you the orange man? Answer. Laugh softly. I don't sell fruit, gentlemen. I prescribe truth. If the truth happens to come wrapped in orange peel and ruby seeds, then so be it. Your grocery store is your pharmacy, and nature has been stocking it for centuries. Question 3. I'm 78 diabetic. Is pomegranate safe for me? Answer, good question. For most men, yes, especially in modest portions. Pomegranate's natural sugars are balanced with fiber and powerful antioxidants, but check with your physician to adjust it to your personal plan. Question 4, doctor, do I have to eat the peel of the orange for it to work? Answer, no, my friend, just the flesh will do, though the zest can flavor your meals. The real magic lies in how citrus helps your body unlock vitamin D. Keep it simple, no chewing on rinds required. Question 5. If vitamin D is so important, why not just take a pill and forget the fruit? Answer. Pills have their place, but food provides cofactors that pills cannot. Citrus helps your body use vitamin D more effectively. The pill is the fuel, but the fruit is the spark plug. One without the other leaves the engine stalling. Gentlemen, I appreciate your voices. Serious, doubtful, playful, all of them. Keep them coming. Your questions sharpen this community and prove we are in this together. Now, let us return to the heart of the matter, the emotional truth of why regaining your strength is about far more than biology. Gentlemen, when a man loses his erections, it is never just about his body. It cuts deeper, into confidence, into identity, into the quiet moments of closeness that make life meaningful. Over the decades, I have sat with men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s who lowered their voices and confessed that they no longer felt like themselves. Some admitted they avoided intimacy with their wives out of shame. Others told me they felt less of a man because they could no longer respond the way they once did. I will never forget a man in his early 80s, let us call him Mr. Whitman. He came to me with shoulders slumped, saying, "Doctor, I don't even hold my wife's hand at night anymore. I feel like I've failed her." Those words revealed a truth many men carry silently. When function fades, connection often fades with it. But months later, after focusing on his nighttime repair and giving his body the right support, he returned transformed. With a grin stretching across his face, he told me, "Doctor, last night we held each other again. I felt like her husband." That was not just a medical success, it was a human one, because erections are not only about sex. They are about dignity, independence, and the simple joy of still being present as a man in your later years. So I say this with conviction. It is not too late. Your body remembers the blueprint of renewal. Your spirit remembers what it feels like to be whole. All you need is the right support at the right time to awaken what has always been inside you. And now, gentlemen, let me give you exactly that, a practical, step-by-step plan you can begin tonight. Gentlemen, let me lay out a plan so simple you can begin it tonight. I have seen men in their 60s, 70s, even well into their 80s follow these steps and watch their mornings come alive again. Step 1. Put away that bottle of magnesium. It may calm your muscles, but it will not bring back your manhood. Instead, with your evening meal, include a serving of citrus, an orange, a grapefruit, or even a few slices of lemon. Pair it with 2,000 to 4,000 international units of vitamin D3. If your dinner includes healthy fats like salmon, olive oil, or avocado, even better. Those fats help your body absorb and use vitamin D, allowing it to go to work while you sleep. Step 2. 2 hours before bed, add pomegranate. It could be a small bowl of seeds, a glass of pure juice, or the fruit itself. Pomegranate delivers zinc in a form your body can readily use, giving you the spark to produce testosterone right when deep sleep begins. Take it with water and make it part of your nightly ritual. Step 3. Avoid the traps that erase your progress. No B-complex vitamins after dinner, no late-night vitamin C, and certainly no hidden caffeine from teas or chocolate. These small mistakes can undo the very work your body is trying to accomplish. Step 4. Guard your sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted rest. Darkness, quiet, and consistency are your allies. Gentlemen, sleep is not a luxury, it is the workshop where your manhood is rebuilt. This plan is not complicated. It does not require expensive drugs or risky procedures. It is about timing, rhythm, and giving your body the tools it has been waiting for all along. Start tonight, and every night becomes another step towards strength, confidence, and renewal. But before we close, there is one final truth you must hear. A truth that goes beyond science and speaks directly to the life that still waits for you. Gentlemen, we have walked this road together, and now the truth stands clear. Magnesium, though popular, will not restore your manhood. The real power lies in your body's natural repair system, unlocked each night when you give it the right support. You have learned how citrus, paired with vitamin D, strengthens the very fibers that keep you firm. You have seen how pomegranate, rich in zinc, lights the spark of testosterone and renews your strength while you sleep. You know the three nighttime mistakes: B-complex, late vitamin C, and hidden caffeine that can quietly steal your progress. And you have heard the emotional truth of what it means for a man to lose and then to reclaim the dignity of his erections. I have watched men in their 70s and 80s who thought their best years were gone, only to discover that renewal was still written into their very DNA. With just a few simple steps, they regained not only their firmness, but their confidence, their closeness, and the joy they thought had slipped away forever. Now it is your turn. Tonight you have the opportunity to begin again. Gentlemen, your best years are not behind you, they are waiting to be awakened. So here is what I ask: if this message spoke to you, hit the like button right now. May it be a small act that brings great blessings, clarity in your mornings, strength in your body, and peace in your heart. Leave me a comment with A1 if you are ready to reclaim your manhood, or A0 if you want me to serve you better. And of course, subscribe so you never miss another lesson designed just for men like you. Gentlemen, I believe in you. I believe in the blueprint of renewal that still beats within you. And I look forward to hearing your story of strength, dignity, and revival.